about these problems. For example, you teach the students a language, yeah, reading skills. They don't understand, their reading comprehension skills is under average, not as what you expect. Then you have to find some theories about how to teach reading. Yeah. Then you get some theoretical framework, then you can apply, you can implement it as a solution. So this is teacher and as a researcher. So reflective teacher and reflective teaching. If you are a reflective teacher, then you practice reflective teaching, yeah, because every time you teach, you do some reflection. Okay, this is as you are a reflective teacher, you know what to do. You also monitor, critique, defend. So for a teacher, if you implement this technique, you have to, in in selecting the technique that you are using, you have to be able to defend why you choose that technique. So it is based on some, you have some reasons behind it. You have to be responsible. Why do you choose this? Yeah. Is it the best for the situation, and so on? So this is define what you implement and how you implement it. Yeah. So there are 5 dimensions of reflective teaching. Rapid reflection. Reflection in action. It means you are teaching, you are thinking also. Is that correct? Or should I do this? Should I do other way? Yeah. Repair, thoughtful. So you just do repair, some repairment. Yeah. When you are teaching, oh, this is not proper. Yeah, this is not proper way. Then you just repair or review a particular point in time, perhaps in the middle of the teaching practice in the classroom. You do review. If you do research, then it is more systematic. Yeah, after over a period of time, for example, in the midterm, midterm of semester, then you do some reflection. It is more systematic. Yeah, because it should be, it should follow the scientific steps. Yeah, methods to find the findings of your research. It is more systematic. You can also do re-theorizing and reformulating. So you can link your problems, your reflection in the class to the theory. So you can do that. Yeah. During the teaching, you do some reflection. Yeah. You do some repairment. You do review. You do research. You can link the practice to the theory. So how to do reflection? You can write a journal about your experience. For a teacher, you can keep the journal journal of your teaching. You can write down your reflection there, or you can do some peer mentoring. You ask the colleagues to mentor each other or to discuss. Yeah, you can record the teaching and learning process. You can associate with colleagues and a meeting, or link the practice to the theory. So those are some ways you can do. Yeah. But here in Indonesia, usually some teachers, the teachers are asked to write in journal. They write down what happens in the classroom, what thing works best, what did not work well, and so on. So those are some ways to do some reflection. So this is a model of reflective teaching. You do teach your students and then self-assess, consider, practice. I believe that as a teacher, you have practiced this, but sometimes we are not aware that we should do it more in structured way. Yeah? teach, it has become a habit, then you do some reflection always. And the next meeting, you do better and better. So it is the process. Yeah. To end this, you can have some question like this. What did you set out to teach? Were you able to accomplish your goals? So it is. These are some questions that you can ask after you teach. Yeah. What teaching materials did you use? How effective were they? What techniques did you use? What grouping arrangement did you use? Was your lesson teacher dominated? So it is a teacher-centered or student-centered? Because sometimes we did not realize when you just teach, yeah. So this is the importance of reflection. What kind of teacher-student interaction occurred? So is it only one-way communication, or it is a good interaction between teacher and students? Did anything amusing or unusual occur? Did you have any problems with the lesson? Did you do anything differently than usual? So these questions help you to do some reflection. Okay. Okay, so related to the students, related to you as a teacher, you can ask this question too. What is the source of my ideas about teaching? So do you always develop yourself? Yeah, find some sources about teaching principles, for example, or teaching experience. You can learn from others' experience. Yeah. How am I developing as a teacher? So this is a good question. What are my strengths as a teacher? You have to sincere. What are my limitations at the present? Are there any contradiction in my teaching? How can I improve my teaching? How am I helping my students? What satisfaction does teaching give me? So there are many questions there related to your self-improvement. You can ask to yourself. Hopefully, these questions will lead you to get the best of you, and the best of us as a teacher. So I myself, I have to be reminded about these questions. So all of the teachers, I think we need to always think about what we do today in teaching practice. Okay, so the reflection is part of our work as a teacher. Yeah. So what worked, what didn't, what would you differently? So sometimes you have to do different from one class to another class because of the process of improvement after you do some reflection. Okay, so I think that ends my presentation. Actually, I have some questions, about 10 questions that I want you to answer. Bu Syahara, perhaps you can tell them that, okay, I put the
I
Google Form
already
in chat.
put it on in the chat.
Tapi kan tadi mereka belum masuk ya, jadi mungkin di mana lagi?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, please answer. I give you some questionnaires, about 10 questions. Would you please kindly answer the questions in Google Form? Only 10 questions. So I'm really grateful if you can do that. Yeah. The Google Form will be in the chat room. Okay, thank you. I think that's enough. That ends our presentation. Hopefully, this will give you some ideas about reflection. Thank you, Bu Syahara.
Yeah.
Thank you all. Yes. Good morning to all.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much to Bu